Hi, it's Russ. This is the opening credit sequence from episode 3, shot in 4 days. In December of 1981, Glenn Mertz is back. Cindy Petronzio came back after being away in show 2. Of course, Les and Bruce. We also added WBWC compatriot Mike Wolschleger. I just wish the material we had for them was better than it is. Episode 3 of Yes, This Is Comedy was an exercise in frustration for me. It was a stressful shoot for some reason. Actually, I know the reasons. But one of the reasons was because we weren't advancing technically at all. And the material we came up with was very inconsistent. Wildly inconsistent, in fact. This is the opening bit from the show called Taco to Go. I wrote it. I liked the script. It's basically, it's not a great piece of writing, but it's basically a fast food clerk and a customer getting into it over a food order. And there's some wacky turns in terms of the clerk, played by Bruce Van Dyke, what he has to say. Les gets frustrated. He's on the right. But any sort of quality that the script had and the performances had is completely undone by what by now was typical in terms of shooting in our studio at Cleveland Area TV. This sketch and a lot of what you see in episode 3 just feels like improv rehearsals in a warehouse. We should have shot this in a restaurant. We should have shot this at a Taco Bell. But we couldn't do it. I mean, it just wasn't part of what we could do back then. And because we're in a studio, the sketch suffers for it. And I remember this particular shoot, the particular day. For some reason, it was stressful. I was under a lot of stress that day for other professional reasons. And we did a lot of takes. And I think my frustration was felt by Les and Bruce. And it didn't help them. And for that, I regret. Yet what we see here from them is terrific, but I even put in a little bit here acknowledging our limitations, how we're not really in a restaurant, that we're in a TV studio. It was a mild chuckle moment, but nothing that saved what was going on. So again, I think the writing's okay, and their performances, as always, is good. I think, we shot this with a switcher as live comedy, but I think we may have some edits in here between takes. But all the good about this sketch is sucked dry from our technical limitations. But, lesson learned.